Alrighty boys, so here's the car. It's my 2007 Honda Accord. It's got a built K-series, built transmission, eBay turbo, custom turbo kit. That's pretty much the setup overall. Right now we're running some crappy street tires on these stock wheels. We've got the hood, the fenders wrapped. One of the headlights not working, that's a surprise. But anyways, we're gonna be driving it home today. Probably be doing some runs on this with this Golf R right here. It's a stock Golf R. I know I'm a lot faster, but we'll just be doing fun runs and pulls with it, just having a little bit of fun on the way home. And here's pretty much the car. The door handle's missing, the door panels are torn off. We're in the process of wrapping the car, so we need the panels pretty much flat. And the color that we're going with is with this gloss light gray. Gloss light gray, it looks like a white, which is pretty cool, but then you take a second look at it and it's gray. So that's what I really like about it. It's a low-key color. It helps with the sleeper look, and it doesn't really ring any bells on anybody. And it doesn't really stand out, but it is a nice color. So that's really what I want to go for with this car, you know, just stay a bit more low-key. Right now it doesn't have the front bumper, but that's coming soon, just to cover up the intercooler pipes and stay a little bit more low-key. But the thing is, the turbo's super loud on this. I have no idea why. Everyone says it's T51R, but it's an untouched compressor housing with the eBay turbo. And it really sets the bells off of pretty much anybody that I try to race. I've tried Corvettes, I've tried Mustangs, I've tried anything on the street, and they always deny the race because they can either hear the turbo or they just don't want to run. There's probably some old guy driving. I've had that happen with a couple C8s. But for now, let's go ahead and start driving, and I'll see y'all on the way home. Tunnel here. Get into 6th there. Guys, if I'm missing shifts, by the way, like say we're racing and I can't get into 3rd, or I get blocked out at 2nd or something like that, it's mainly because I have a K-tuned master cylinder. It is a bit old. There's supposedly, I guess you could say, faulty in the regard of quick shifts. It's not like an OEM EM1 master cylinder where it just sends the fluid right away. Some people are saying that the K-tuned master cylinder really doesn't do its job like it should. So in the case that I do miss a shift, it's most likely because of that. And also my detent spring bolts are missing their washers. So the spring pressure of the detent springs isn't providing it's not the correct pressure on the detent bearing. So in some gears it is a bit harder to get into than others. And sometimes those detent bolts back out just a hair because I don't have them torqued to spec. Like I said, because I am missing those washers, and if they're too tight, then it completely locks me out of the gear. If it's too loose, then the gear is just flopping around left and right. So bear with me, even though it's a new built trans, we've still got a couple things that a couple kinks that we are unkinking, if you would. So see, we've got the Golf R here. Maybe do a little baby pool. No, not yet. Oh, I guess so. Break the speed limit too bad. This area is usually filled with cops. There's a couple cops here and there. Oh, look at that, no rear brake lights. That's nice. one thing about the content I'll produce, guys, I'm not gonna bore y'all with cruise control at 50 miles an hour, 35. I'll make sure it's something that people want to watch and actually listen to. Like driving in town, gears slinging with the turbo spooling and blowing. I think that's would be a good content to listen to. Kind of edging the boost there. This thing eats. Even fourth kind of skates. These tires are bad. Windows a little bit. Come on, baby. It's kind of crazy. Is that a Mustang? It's just a 3-valve. 3-valve. We don't want to do that to it. I've had this car for about 3 or 4 years. Still gives me the, well, on this setup with the new trans, it's kind of new, but I've had the car boosted for about 2 or 3 years. Same boost level, same power level, besides braking. Braking was at 10 psi, which was very conservative but fun. Since I put it up to 15 psi, it still gives me the same feeling. I'm still not bored of this setup at all. See if we can get a quick run with the R. Give him the hit. is that a cop? Are we good? No, that's down there. That's the underpass. I was like, oh my God. That's an ambulance. My heart dropped. I was like, I really hope he didn't see me doing those crazy pulls. We speed and race, but we don't drive recklessly. Oh man. Pretty much is gonna conclude this video. Let me know what y'all think of this content, this type of form content, or what y'all would like to see. I know everybody's been waiting for the build list on this car. I'd say we're at a point now. Actually, I just want to wait until the wrap is completed and we have the final wheel, tire, coilover, and brake setup, because we are going to be doing some upgrades on it. We're going to be upgrading the coilovers. We're going to go to a big brake kit from an Acura RL. We're going to get a new wheel and tire setup, and we're gonna get this car wrapped. So once all that is done, then I'd say I'm gonna comfortably make the build breakdown video with all the details as far as, you know, from everything beginning to end. Performance wise, I know that's what everybody wants to really focus on, the details as far as swapping an A2 into an Accord, and what are the downfalls, what are the pros and cons, what's difficult, what's not. So once the car is completed and I'm at a point where I'd be happy to show it off completely on YouTube, I'd say that's when the build breakdown video is coming. And like I said, I'll be going over the suspension, wheels and tires, brakes, engine, transmission, pretty much all the details that everybody wants, and we'll just go from there. But let me know what you think of this form content. I'll be getting the audio and video all dialed in, because I mean, I just got this GoPro, I'm just giving this a shot, so we'll see how it goes. We'll take off from here, and I'll see y'all in the next video.